Hi family! So I've been in the UK for about a week and a half now, and I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on how life has been over the last 10 days. So it's been really fun. I arrived on the 23rd of March, I think, and went down to Woking to see Nicola and James, see the town they lived in. We went for a drink, met up with Paul, which was so lovely, so nice to be in the UK. I arrived at blue skies. 10 minutes later there was a hailstorm, and then back to blue skies, so the weather's a bit all over the show. But yeah, it was really nice to see them and see their house. And then on Sunday I had lunch with, we had lunch, Matt and I, with Paul and Kim too, close to where they live, and then headed on our way to Cambridge, our new home. So Cambridge itself is really nice. It's a really small town, and you pretty much enter at the bottom, like at the South Station, because we caught the train. And yeah, I managed to see quite a bit as we found our accommodation. So our plan for the first little bit is just to move around to different suburbs and see basically where to live. Matt booked it like 2 or 3 before I arrived, and then we stayed in the suburb that he thought would be like the best one. And this week I'm actually in a different area, but I think we're going to try to stay as close to these 2 areas that we are in now, which is really close to the river. So that's really nice to be along nature. There's so many parks. Weather's been good. I have blue skies literally every day. Occasional bursts of rain, but mostly blue skies, which is really nice. And kind of just spent last week house hunting. I looked at like 8 or 9 different places, I think. But they go so quickly. Obviously, with pounds to rands, we're still trying to get used to like what the prices should be, but we seem to get our head around it now. And we put in a like application for 2 of the apartments, so we're gonna hold thumbs and see how that goes. And then yeah, kind of just spending time shopping. You can see I'm wearing a nice coat, getting clothes ready. We had to buy some gumboots for the farm. Yeah, I'm just kind of walking around town, getting used to where everything is now. And then we spent Easter with Paul and Kim and Paul and Kath and all the cousins and partners in Etchingham or Burwash, which is where Paul and Kim are staying and like really close to where their farm is. So we basically spent the weekend hanging out with family. It was so nice to see everyone. Looked at the town and the nearby towns. We went for beers, we went to a wine farm, we saw some history museum, and we went to look at the farm. Matt and I actually went twice. I can't walk very far still with my surgery, so it was really nice. I managed to divide it into 2 days, otherwise I wouldn't have seen the whole, well, I didn't even see the whole property, but I wouldn't have seen most of the properties. So that was really nice to be able to do that. And so exciting to see like their new plans and how it's going. So it will be really exciting for them and for all of us to see eventually. Yeah, and I fell in love with their cat, Binky. I met Binky probably like 10 or 11 years ago, but she was adorable. I really miss having a cat, so they'll probably be coming soon. And then we came back to Cambridge on Monday. And now, again, I've just kind of looked at 1 or 2 more flats. As I said, I put the applications in, now scouting places and where to work, because I start work next week, Monday, which is quite crazy. I am writing up an article based on my F1 research from last year, so that's keeping me very busy. And just doing general admin, like applying for the NHS and all those sorts of things. So yeah, it's been a very exciting time, and the rest of my week is pretty much just going to be finishing off some admin. And then Matt and I did spend the weekend in Cambridge this weekend, because he hasn't actually spent a whole weekend here yet. So it'll be really nice to sort of show him what I've seen so far and to try some new things. We haven't done any of like the touristy things here, so it'll be very cool to go to all of those things. And then I will also put some videos in, basically just of my weekend and my week so far, and show you where I've lived. Sending lots of love. So since filming this earlier, we've actually got some good news. We got our application approved for the flat that we wanted, which is super exciting. So we can move in there on the 16th of April, so like 2 weeks from now, which is what we have the like lease on this place for anyway. So it's very exciting. We're super chuffed, and I also got some rooibos tea, so that's super exciting. I was having withdrawals from back home, but yeah, that's very cool. So we'll send you the next update next week.